33. The weeds among the wheat. The Lord. Yes, the earth will be ploughed anew, and the purest seed will be strewn into the fresh furrows, and guardians will guard the field. But nevertheless, I already see a lot of weeds among the new wheat. How does this get under the wheat? Yes, behold, this is a sin among the guardians. They fell asleep when night came, since they thought and said, "Who dares while we have the field surrounded?" When the people were asleep, the enemy came and sowed weeds between wheat and went away. But when they slept, the enemy crept onto the field and quickly strewed an evil seed onto the field. When the seed grew and brought fruit, also the weeds were present. The servants came to the landlord and said, "Lord, didn't you sow a good seed onto your field? Where did the weeds come from?" And when in the morning the guardians noticed that a lot of weed appeared between the wheat, they of course hurried to the Lord and said, "Lord, the purest wheat, as you have given it to us, we sow it into the equally pure earth and guarded well the most beautiful field. But to what use was this all? The enemy still came, somehow secretly without us knowing, and strewed a lot of weeds among the wheat. Now it rises wildly. Should we remove it, or should we let it grow?" He said to them, "The enemy did that." And the servants said, "Do you want us to go and remove it?" What will be the response of the Lord to them? I say to you what he will say. While you were not awake during the time of the night, which is a life test for every person, it was easy for the Prince of Darkness to sow these weeds between my wheat. Let both grow until the time of the new harvest. Then we will say to the reapers, "First collect the wheat and bring it to my barn, and after that also collect the weeds and bind it in bundles, and make a fire and burn all weed bundles, so that its seed does not get into the ground anew and make it impure." You now ask busily in your hearts and say, "Why? How so? How can one understand this?" And I say to you that this can be understood quite easily. The field is like the hearts of the people of this earth. The purest wheat is my teaching. The one who ploughs and sows, I am now myself, and you with me. The recruited guardians are also you and those who will be recruited in my name by you. I am the Lord, and my barns are my heavens. But Satan is the enemy, and his weed are the evil world and all its evil and deadly cravings. The newly recruited reapers are those messengers which I will at the time awaken anew out of heaven, and send them to collect the wheat and burn all the evil weeds, so that it would not easily pollute the field and the wheat in future. Now, you will understand the true picture? Yes, you say. Now we understand it. But you, O Lord, could, with your almightiness and your all-encompassing wisdom, easily prevent it, if sometimes during the night of the life test, sleep comes over us, that the enemy does not sow his evil seed among the purest wheat. And I say to that, my almightiness cannot have anything to do with that, where there should develop a free life in my children. I myself cannot do more than you yourself among each other. I give you the field, the plough, the wheat, and hire the reapers. But you work yourself. And if you work properly, and if you lack the necessary strength, by now you will know that I will always equip you with that, if you request it from me in your heart, and you will be able to work well with new strength. But I can forever not work for you. And if I would do that, it would be of no use to your freedom and independence of your lives. Then you would become pure machines, but forever not free. Out of themselves living, thinking, and acting people. From all this, it must now be absolutely clear to you that the mutual serving, according to my teaching, is the main condition of all life. Understand this quite well. Says Cyrenius, Lord, you the most true in eternity, there is no one equal to you. Your words are clear, are the truth and life. I only now start to live, and it appears to me as if I had been woken from a very deep sleep. Thus, as you, O Lord, has spoken now, can only speak a God and not a person, since no man can know what is in him and what makes him alive, and how he can fruitful cultivate life. We, O Lord, are now provided for and protected by you directly forever. But those who will come after us will already, nevertheless their serving zeal, have to battle with all kinds of weeds on your field between the most marvellous wheat. But whatever is in my power, it will be not that easy for hell to sow its weeds into the field, which you just have shown to us. But now I want to hear from your mouth how hell and its prince will influence the people. How does they bring the weeds on the field of the heavens?